Joining us in our fifth seat at the table is Dr. Devi. I'm not going to try to butcher your name today, Dr. Devi. She is the associate professor at NYU School of Medicine. You're like a famous person. You're only known by Dr. Devi. So, Dr. Devi, look, I think RFK wants to memory hole what he has said for decades, actually, about vaccines. But that tape is pretty clear, and I'll start with the first part of it. There are no vaccines that are known to be safe and effective. You as a physician, are you comfortable with someone with that position taking the job that he is going to be nominated for?
Well, I think the statement saying that no vaccines are safe and effective, that's not true, but he's also kind of rescinded that statement, right? So I think what he's talking about, or at least the way that I'd like to look at it, is he's talking about three different things, maybe the tension that we're facing now. So with vaccines in the past, we used to know, is it a live, attenuated, or weakened virus? Is it a fragment of a virus? And now we have vaccines where we don't really know what is actually being used to make them. So it's more proprietary or intellectual property. So that may be part of some of the tension there. The second thing is kind of talking about the long-term studies. Well, in all of medicine, whether it's vaccines or in terms of medications and treatments, it's sometimes hard to get studies that go past 2 years, because you have to recruit the patients, you have to pay the subjects, sometimes for their transportation costs and other costs, and also pay the researchers to continue the study. So sometimes you might have a harder time with the data. That doesn't mean you can't feel confident about things, but you might have a harder time with that. And then the third part is the tension we saw throughout COVID, that medicine is really focused on an individual, what's in a person's individual best interest. But public health is really about society's best interest, which might be very different, especially if you're a healthy person.
I mean, one thing I will say is that he has not walked that part of it back, that no vaccine is safe and effective. He's being asked about specific criticisms of vaccines like polio, and he's trying to pretend like he never said that he thought the polio vaccine was more dangerous than polio itself. But this now goes beyond